let's get into some things. Kai Cenat, loyalty, and why love is starting to feel too expensive. What's good, fam? The internet's been on fire. The streets been talking, and honestly, this situation with Kai Cenat shows a lot about modern relationships. For context, Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers out right now, had some drama allegedly involving a woman in his life accepting a luxury gift from rapper NBA YoungBoy. And yeah, before we go all in, let's be real. Not everything has been confirmed. But whether the story is 100% true or not, the lessons here hit hard. Gifts are never just gifts. A lot of people asking, why all the drama? It's just a gift. Nah, that's where you're missing the bigger picture. Luxury gifts aren't just about the item. They're about status, attention, and access. When a man like Kai invests time, money, and emotion into a woman, accepting a gift from another high-status man sends a message. And whether it's intentional or not, that can feel like disrespect. To men, that's not jealousy. That's a loss of trust. And trust? That's everything. Maybe it was a test. Here's the real talk. Maybe this was a test. Men don't always test women by asking questions. Sometimes they just watch. They observe how you act when opportunity shows up. Maybe Kai saw this moment and said, yeah, this tells me everything I need to know. Pressure reveals character. That's real. And sometimes a woman doesn't pass that test. Maybe she wasn't worthy of the loyalty, protection, and investment Kai was ready to give. Maybe he was right all along. Attention feels like love. Here's a psychology tip. Attention can feel like love. When someone gives you attention, buys you something expensive, or makes you feel seen, your brain lights up. Dopamine hits. You feel wanted. You feel validated. But here's the thing. Attention is temporary. Love is intentional. When people confuse excitement for commitment, that's when the drama starts. Status clouds judgment. Let's talk NBA YoungBoy. No hate, just reality. He's rich, he's famous, but he also has multiple kids, multiple women, and a lifestyle that doesn't include exclusivity. From a long-term relationship perspective, that's chaos. But the brain sees money, fame, and status, and suddenly your logic takes a back seat. People think, I'll be different. It won't happen to me. I can handle it. And that's how you trade stability for excitement and pay for it later. The wrong woman can ruin a man's life. Real talk. The wrong woman can ruin a man's life. Kai Cenat had just won major streaming awards. His career momentum was insane. Then shortly after, he steps back from streaming, losing money, losing subscribers, losing consistency, while dealing with emotional stress connected to this situation. That's not random. That's cost. Men move like calculators. Men aren't heartless. They're calculators. Every relationship comes with potential costs. Money, peace of mind, mental health, career momentum, freedom, reputation, legacy, even life itself. Who you date matters. Who you trust matters. Who you reproduce with matters. Access to a man's emotional space is never neutral. What high-value men look for? A high-value man isn't just looking for looks or attention. He's looking for integrity, morals, values, femininity, cooperation, loyalty, receptiveness. And yes, devotion. Not fake devotion, not an act, not pretending. Real soul-level alignment. Men watch quietly. They notice how you move when opportunity shows up. They observe when nobody's paying attention. It's not about asking, do I like her? It's about asking, can I trust her with my life, my legacy, my resources, and my children. Love is a risk assessment. At the end of the day, men are asking, what do I gain by giving you my heart, money, protection, and future? Because they know what they're signing up for. Providing, protecting, leading, sacrificing, building. And in return, they need to know, will she be worthy to walk down the aisle with me? In today's culture, where attention is currency and loyalty is optional, how does a man really know? That's why so many men stay single. Not because they hate women, not because they fear love, because choosing wrong is too expensive. Final thoughts. Whether this story is fully true or partly exaggerated, the lesson is clear. Attention is never free. Someone always pays for it later. Love hasn't disappeared. Trust did. And at the end of the day, like DJ Khaled said, congratulations, you played yourself. Thank you for listening to Snappy Roots. Like, share, and subscribe. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts.